junior high, high school, when I first started getting interested in the news, I would pick up the Norwood newspaper. That was my hometown, Norwood, Massachusetts. And then when I wanted the bigger picture, I would pick up the Boston Globe. But it was all very Massachusetts. I mean, most of the news I was consuming at the time, I can remember in the early 80s, we were talking about the governor of Massachusetts. We were talking about New England issues and things like that. And then, of course, my brother, with the sports pages, he was just obsessed with the Red Sox, the Bruins, the Celtics, everything. But now we have this internet culture, and almost all news stories become national news stories very quickly. So I think there's major differences between, obviously, you got national, and they're covering mostly now it's politics. Everything seems to be about politics. Even if it's a story about farming, it's how is farming going to affect the election. If it's COVID, it's what's COVID doing as far as the Democrats versus the Republicans. So I would say that the local news reporting is something that there's a great hunger for, but there are not essentially, when you talk supply and demand, there are not enough consumers of local news. People get up, they want to look at Twitter, they want to see what Kanye said, they want to see what President Trump said, and they don't have as much focus on their local community. So I think that the problem, if you're talking about a local reporter, the big difference is he's going to have trouble, he or she, they're going to have trouble getting their message out because there's not a lot of people with our limited time, and our limited focus. Not enough people are focusing on their community.